shearer, and Jeff Wolford will be the cyclist. Once again, it's not the serious side of the Golden Shears, so don't be frightened to get involved and cheer them along. Right, so can we have you good folk up here?
Oh no, we've worked it out so they all get something, but so the top
Right, come on, Masterton, let's get them behind them. We're building to a speech here. We're going to build it to a speech here. Here we go. Peter Clendon on the shearing machine and Jeff Wolford on the bike. Sponsor here is Wairarapa Times, -age, sheep supplied to Martai. So thank you very much to you guys for the sheep.
That's the way, Titan. Stay hydrated.
He's going to oil her up. He wants her really to be going quite quick. So who we got here? Peter, well, of course, he's a car salesman now. I'm not sure if the off-course word should have been in there, but he does sell cars now. But, of course, he is a very good open shearer. So the only thing that's going to hold this man up is maybe you, buddy. Hey? Do you think he can handle it? Jeff Wolford. He owns motels in Masterton, and he's a plumber.
We can go.
How does a plumber end up on this bike?
Okay, ready, set, go.
Right. Timekeepers, have we got timekeepers for this event? We have, thanks, buddy. Do you want to stand up here for me, man, so I can know you're happy there? That's good. Right. Once again, we've got first prize will be $350 towards your chosen charity, and in this case, it is St John's Masterton. That is a very good cause. Masterton, you ready? You must be. On your marks, get set, go. We're underway. Jeff Wolford. Look at this man go. He's smoking it out. That's the first hind leg done, Jeff. Peter Clendon. It's up the what we call the undermine. You'll know that wee bit.
Kylie.
Up the neck he goes.
Lockie.
Filling the comb right up, round the back of the ears. Getting close to the edge of the board. We've already had one out in the crowd this morning. Big opportunity, we might get another one. Here we go, it's long blow time, Jeff. You've got to dig it in now, mate. Clyde, damn stuff. Oh, he's dragging, come on, mate, he's dragging. Oh, it's a beautifully shorn animal. Beautifully shorn. He's on to the last shoulder now. Keep going, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, the proceeds will go to your St John's in Masterton. Keep it going. How are we going for time, buddy? He is going beautiful. 104. Yeah, good man. 107. This could be a $350 donation maybe to St John's. Give it up. Good stuff. What a well-shorn animal that is. All right, Jeff, how hard's that? Can you talk, buddy?
Yeah, not a problem.
Is it hard? Say it's real.
It's real hard for the second and third team, yeah.
Okay. Thought so. All right, as they leave the stage, please give them a round of applause. Peter Clendon and Jeff Wolford, a couple of really good sports.
Okay, for our kids, this is our
right, that leads us on to the next one.
Ready,
Skulls
set,
FC
go.
Soccer. Now we're on the shearing machine, Jason LeGrove, and on this bike is Jason Lang. So come on up, you two Jasons. Oh, look at the entry coming down from the sky. We're missing one. Where's the other Jason? Oh, here he is. All right, Masterton, give him a round of applause again. Now, their chosen charity is Mental Health -I Am Hope. That's a great cause too. All very, very good causes. Skulls FC Soccer. Now, Jason, as in Jason Lang, all we've got about you is you're a cyclist. BMX cyclist. up and down hills and
Yes.
no ramps here.
You're getting
No
the
ramp
wheels
start.
pulled up, Titan.
She's a cold start, mate. Right. I'm thinking that first one, buddy, was it 108 or 9 or 113? Thank you. 100 and 100. I'm thinking in dollars. I still think I'm at work. 1 minute 13 seconds. Right, the two Jasons. Timekeepers are ready. Masterton, are you ready for one more hit out here? Yes. On your marks, get set, go. We're underway again.
So we're now looking for James, Jessica,
Jason
and
Lang, the
Guardian.
cyclist. Jason LeGrove, well, he's a farmer. He breeds his own rams, actually, this man here. Motunui Romneys. That's his very own breed. So he's an entrepreneurial sort of man when you get into that sort of stuff where you think, hey, I'll create my own breed. Here we go. The two Jasons. Up the undermine. What's he thinking about? He's thinking about $350 to his trust. In this case, mental health. Of course, that gets a lot of publicity, and so it should. Here's a chance to help out. $350, Master. I know you're into this. Round he goes, Jason LeGrove, working his way round towards a long blow. He's set it down flat already, sort of a David Fagan style, really. Now he's away in the short little blows. Long blow time, Jason. Into it. Give it everything you got. Visualise you're on that BMX track. Away you go, mate. Last corner, you're on the home straight. It's about now. Kiwi, the racehorse, started coming out with 500 to go with a huge big finish to win the Melbourne Cup. This is your moment to shine in the spotlight. Give it heaps, mate. Bring them home, Masterton. Come on, the two Jasons. Jason Lang and Jason DeGrove. There we go.
We're ready to go.
Running time. Where's
Take
my
your
man with the
marks.
clock?
Get
We're at
set,
1:30.
go.
142, 144, 145, 150. Wow.
Let's go. Last heat of our intermediates out here.
Wow.
These guys have got their game face on.
Jason Lang, the cyclist.
Serious heat.
You had to go hard out, mate, for 1 minute 42 seconds.
Turn around and piggyback me off.
Do you know why I don't shear sheep anymore? Two back operations. That slows you down a wee bit. So no piggybacking here today. But that's all good. Less about me and more about these great foundations and charities that are going to give this money to. Rightio. One more to go. Wairarapa Multi-Sports. Now that sounds a bit sporty, doesn't it, eh? Now their charity is Holdsworth Restoration Trust. Okay? So now we've got Eric Barber and Lawrence Kent.
Wait for the judge.
Welcome, mate. Here they go. Rightio. I'm just asking a question, the Holdsworth Restoration Trust, meaning, can you elaborate a wee bit on that for me, please?
No, but this is the guy I can. Yep.
Can you just explain to the audience the broad spectrum of the Holdsworth Restoration Trust?
Okay, it's a brand new trust, and it's about pest control and eradication in the Holdsworth area. We've just formed a trust, and it's a major volunteer project.
That's worth biking and shearing for, Masterton. That's what we like. Once again, 350 for first place, 250 for second, and 200 for third. 2 more minutes, Mavis, and we'll be tidied up here. Thank you for your patience. Right. So Eric, who just spoke then, the shearer, he's been a voluntary worker, part of the sort of the working group here for over 30 years at the Golden Shears. So one of these characters that really likes to give back. And Lawrence, well,
Are we ready?
my information here is you're a multi-sports and you do triathlons. Ironman? Have you done many
Ready?
Ironman?
Set.
No.
Go.
But multi-sports, that's hard enough. We're good to go. Timekeepers are ready. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, we're out of gear. We're underway now. We've got a lot to get through. I was getting the call from the side to say, right, that's enough racking, packing and stacking. Gerald, get on with the show. We've got 2 big speed share events coming up, the senior and the open. This is just the build up to it. Down towards the undermine he goes. Eric Barber, undermine time. Half a top hat. It was raining last night and said, well, I'll just leave a wee bit on. We don't want to take all the sun hat off just yet. Up the neck he goes, Lawrence. Stick with it, mate. Head down. Really well crouched position. Aerodynamic here. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we are covering country, mate. We're covering huge acreage. Keep it going. Keep it going. Stick it. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Last side time.
Well done. Well done, team.
Right, we're back to the clock. Let's see how they're going. Remember, the first team had about a 1:13. 1:06. Here we go, folks. Could they be the fastest team? They've got to beat 1:13. Where are we now, mate? 1:12. 13 now. They're going to be a few seconds off the pace, but been really good sports for jumping up here. Out to the toenails he goes. Eric Barber with the finishing touches. And the legs of Lawrence Kent can rest at last. 1 minute 25. Thanks, buddy. Put her on show. Look at that. It did rain last night. We're just leaving a wee bit under there to keep it warm too. Done job. Right, so representing the Wairarapa multi-sports. Give it up as they leave the stage, please, ladies and gentlemen. And
Are we ready? Yep. Get set, go. Big throws, big throws. That's it. Big arm loads. Wow, that's very cool. Way to go, James. Big chunks of wool. You got to go home and practice with a real broom. Mind you, no one has brooms anymore, do they? They have vacuum cleaners. No coaching from the blue hats. Wow, Jessica, you're certainly moving through that big pile of wool. Well done, well done. Getting ready to move to the next one. Letting the judges just get their scores. As we were saying before, this is New Zealand crossbred wool. Probably worth 700 million to the New Zealand GDP. We wish it was over $1 billion, but it's not. Maybe one of these young ones will grow up and be able to be the magic marketer of a fabulous fibre that we grow here in New Zealand. Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready. Get set, go! So what we've got James doing is big arm loads of wool and putting it into the fadge. He's got a bit of a way to travel. And if you've been watching the wool presses today, they're masterful at this kind of thing. Big chunks of wool, tidily taken into a fadge.
okay, I'll just interrupt you, Mavis, just for a wee second for this instant prize giving. So thank you for that. Hey, look, first prize, now they get an MKM jersey for each team member, plus they get this $350 for their chosen charity. And it goes out to with 1 minute 13 seconds, .99, was your first team up here with the name of a Red Star Squash. So give it up for them, please, ladies and gentlemen. The shearer was Peter Clendon, and Jeff Wolford was on the bike. So one of you guys like to say a few words? I'll let you, you are the St John's. Masterton is where your 350 is going to go to, but who would like to speak?
Oh, first of all, thanks, Jeff. That was awesome. Well done peddling that. It's not easy. I know when you're trying to put the blows in, it gets a bit hard. Also, thanks Times Age for the sponsorship of this event. And we'd like to, ours is going to the St John Ambulance here in Masterton. And we'd like to thank the St John's because we had an event last year where just before this event was supposed to be held, my uncle, Inora, he had a lot of assistance from the St John's. So it was, yeah, great to have that. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you want to get your sashes and your big check and your 2 MKM jerseys? If you want to just shuffle along, I'll get these other 2 teams up, thank you. Right, second place goes out to the Wairarapa Multi-Sports. Give it up, please, for Eric Barber was the shearer and Lawrence Kent was the man on the bike. He was the power source. Right, the peddler, that's the call.
Go!
And they get $250 to their chosen charity. And I'd like one of them just to speak just quickly on what that is. They've done a quick, brief run, but we'll just have another quick one, eh?
Cheers, and thank you. Thanks to Red Star and to the soccer guys. The Holdsworth Restoration Trust, like I said before, it's a brand new trapping project up in the Mount Holdsworth area. It's going to encompass quite a few thousand hectares, and we need as much money as we can get.
Good man, when you got started, as they say, look after your pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. So you two will also get some jerseys. Third place, it goes out to Skulls Football Club, the soccer, Skulls FC Soccer, they're calling themselves. And that was Jason LeGrove and Jason Lang. 3 really good choices of charity, but of course the mental health / I Am Hope. One of you like to speak about that just for a wee second, please?
Thank you. Yeah, I Am Hope, our New Zealand of the Year this year, Mike King, so big ups for him. So yeah, we're giving our money to probably a reasonably big thing in New Zealand at the moment, so yep, that's ours.
Good work. Thank you to you 3 teams. Thank you for being really good sports. Thank you so much for giving up your time for a charitable situation and donating all those winnings to it. On that note, please, as they leave the stage, ladies and gentlemen, give them a super round of applause.
Okay, hey. Intermediate children. Intermediate children all up here. You're not children, you're
There we go.
young peoples growing up, aren't you? Oops, sorry. Well, to our intermediate grade.
6 great guys. Give them another round of applause. They leave, ladies and gentlemen. That was a super event. A bit of fun involved with a very serious meaning in behind it. Okay, thank you.
If we're just going to quickly do our very important presentation here as well. So, intermediate school, Masterton Intermediates, yeah. And what school do we have over here? Kura kaupapa? Kia ora. Oh.
Kura kaupapa Māori o Wairarapa.
Kia ora, Titan.
Gladstone.
Gladstone.
Yeah. I go to Douglas Park.
Sorry? Douglas Park. Well, first of all, thank you very much for participating here this evening. Did you find it fun? Next year, bring all your classmates, okay? And we'll be better organised so that this goes really fast, but you did so well.
My class place didn't win the play.
Oh, okay. That's all right. You're the best one there then, aren't you? Because you're here. Right, I think we've got the points now. So, as I said to you before, we've got ribbons for first, second and third, but we've got prizes for everybody. All right. First prize from Masterton Intermediate is Lockie Leicester. Come up here. Lockie, do you want to say something? Because this is what the real big guys do too. They have to have a speech.
I'm fine.
Hey, just say, I want to thank my mates.
I want to thank my mates and the judges.
Well done. And your mum, that's right. Second prize goes to Murphy Hendrickson. All the big boys.
Well done, okay.
And third prize goes to Jessica Campbell. Well done. And for the rest of the children, would you like to come through and pick yourself up a prize? Thank you very much for competing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy your prizes as well. Thank you.
Well done. Very well done.
All right, can we please call, now we're getting into the heavy metal stuff, Michael Buick, Sam Matheson, Archie Woodhouse, Sam Loader, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's it. 4.
So we have 4 in the senior grade, and by the sound of it, we've got 3 heats of that. Where are we, seniors? Thank you. While we're waiting for the tall timbers to come onto the stage, just want to say thank you to our blue hats. Most of these gentlemen are all life members of Golden Shears, and they continue to keep giving. So thank you very much, guys. And we put Jo in there. She's our Woolhandling referee, just to keep these guys honest. And Missy, of course. All right. So we've got... Oh, yes, of course.
It's going to cut loose now. They're going to reach us.
We've got the judges just a little bit scared here because these guys have come for business. Stripped down. Okay. Can I ask you to go to one of the blue hats to find out which activity you will start at? We're going to try and keep this pretty fast because these guys have had the benefit of watching all the others. Okay. If you guys don't know what you're doing, it's too bad. You should have been watching. Are you ready? Get set, go! Woo. Yes, you can tell Mr. Buick does this often. These guys really do look like they know what they're doing. They've done this before. Oh, look at that. That's a wool handling throw that's worth not a lot of penalty points. So we've got Mr. Timekeeper keeping an eye on the time. These guys are so quick, we've had to make sure the judges can cope with it. Okay, judges will now judge, wait for your card and go to the next activity.
David Gordon. Dave.
I think Michael Buick will have to have some points to help set up as well.
Are you in front of that screen? Tell me who the heats are.
All right, take your places. Get your strategy worked out in your mind, how you're going to do this. Ready, set, go.
So the next event on the card, folks, is the Supreme Auto Refinishes Senior Speed Shear. Heat number 1 will be Cobb Higgins and Geordie Grant. So those two shearers just come and wait up at the foot of the stage, please, for a minute. Cobb Higgins and Geordie Grant is heat number 1. Those two shearers just come forward and just wait a second. We'll be underway with you shortly. I have the results from the Evergreen Shearing and Wool Handling event we witnessed before. This final will be tomorrow afternoon. In qualifying order, the wool handlers were Picky Tipiwai Samuels, John Hodder and Puredo Mate. So those competitors once again will be in the final tomorrow afternoon. And the shearing finalists in qualifying order are Neil Sidwell, Russell Knight, Richard Pearson, Alan Williams, Peter McCabe and Kevin Buckman. So congratulations to those 6 of our Evergreen shearers. Their final will be tomorrow afternoon. They need to be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. But in the meantime, we still have the kids jamming down the back, and we're going to have some senior grade shearers.
Thank you.
He's on his own at the end.
Paul Swaners, yeah. Okay, so like I said, this is the running order for the senior grade speed shear. Geordie Grant and Cobb Higgins.
In the community. Alan, tell us about the Trust House Affordable Housing Program.
Well, thanks, Brent. Trust House provides affordable rental accommodation for people in our community most in need. We provide rental accommodation in the Tararua and Wairarapa regions.
It sounds like something the government's been trying to do. How do you work with government agencies?
Interestingly, Trust House was the first fully registered community housing provider in New Zealand back in 2015. And we've been working very closely with the government around many of the community housing initiatives to make sure that the houses that we provide for the people in our communities are warm, safe and dry.
And what are your future plans for community housing?
Yeah, we would like to expand the social housing portfolio that we currently have, but probably more importantly, what we would like to do is make sure that the houses that we currently have are fit for purpose for all of the members of our community, and that we're continually redeveloping and refurbishing the properties that we've got.
And how can people find out more information about community housing that Trust House provides?
People go onto the Trust House website, trusthouse.co.nz, All of the information on Trust House rental accommodation and the people to contact is readily available on there.
Are you ready? Get set, go! Oh, Michael.
That was good work.
What was that?
I've got it right. Okay, so the senior heads. So just while our senior kids are working away.